At 56 stories and 714 feet tall, Republic Plaza is Denver's tallest building. And some determined climbers are taking up the challenge. This Sunday, get this, they're going to climb all the floors, 1,098 stairs, to raise money for those who cannot breathe on their own. Have you wrapped your mind around that? They're going to climb all those stairs, and one of those who'll be making the climb is Wendy Wiedenbeck. Thanks so much for being here, Wendy.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
And you've actually done it before.
I have. This is my 6th year.
Wow. You're
without training this year.
Without training. You
Yes.
are one brave woman. So she's been doing this for several years. Why are you so passionate about this climb?
Well, it originally started as just an event in my building, but I lost a coworker to lung disease. My sister-in-law passed away and left a 9-month-old, a 2-year-old, and a 4-year-old with lung disease. She lived in Colorado, loved the outdoors, never smoked a day in her life.
Hard.
And so that hit really close to me. So I felt like the run found me.
Wendy, I want you to hold that thought. We have some breaking news that's happening right now in Aurora. We're going to go to that and come back to you in just a moment. Let's listen now to an officer in Aurora.
To include things that appeared to be fireworks and other bomb-making materials. The homeowner did admit to having 2 pipe bombs in a shed in the backyard. At that point, the Arapahoe County Bomb Squad was called out. They arrived on scene, retrieved those pipe bombs, and did detonate those on their range. So where we're at in this stage is it's a joint investigation at this point between Aurora Police Department and the Aurora Fire Department. We have Arapahoe County Bomb Squad out on the scene as well as the ATF here to assist. We've obtained a search warrant for the home and the shed. There's 2 sheds in the back. And a search will be underway here momentarily with teams going into the house in different areas of the house and just identifying anything that may be potentially dangerous, identifying that, and then logging that all in as evidence. So this will be a long process for the rest of the afternoon as they make their way through the house to do it slowly and safely.
Has Mr. Grover admitted to having anything else in the house?
We arrested the homeowner, Michael Grover. He is being charged with, at this point, possession of an explosive device. He's being held at the Aurora City Jail for $6,000 bond. He at this point, our interviews are over with him, and we don't have any reason to believe that there's any more bombs in the house, that we want to be absolutely certain.
Do you have a DOB on him yet?
Yes.
Is it on your notes there?
It's 8/15 of 57.
Is the hazmat truck, do you suspect you have other chemicals besides explosives?
Yeah, there were some different chemicals found in there. We want to just be sure, as we weren't in there for a very long time, so we just want to make sure that as we get inside, anything that we see, we have the right people here to make those identifications and make it safe.
Has he said why he's made those pipe bombs?
No, as far as his motivation for making these homemade explosives or having any of these materials in his house is not clear to us. Obviously, that is a question that we're interested in asking Mr. Grover, but at this time we do not have any motivation.
For the people that live here, you said it'd be a long afternoon. Are they going to be out of their homes the whole time?
Yes, until we can deem the house safe and therefore the neighboring house is safe to be in, we will keep those people out of their homes. We have contact with them. We're making sure that they're being taken care of. And as soon as it is safe, we may still be out here working, but we'll let them know the minute it's safe for them to go back inside.
How would you characterize these explosives in terms of how much damage they could potentially do?
It is my understanding from the bomb techs that dealt with these 2 pipe bombs that they were pretty powerful devices. And I even asked what would have happened inside the house if they would have went off, and it could have possibly totally demolished the suspect's house and maybe caused some damage to some neighboring houses, not to mention injury to death to the residents inside that home. So very powerful devices.
And other materials to make those similar type of devices, as far as the indications from your folks are so far?
Yeah, there's other materials that put together with the right things could make explosives. There were also illegal fireworks, which obviously in the city all fireworks are illegal. So just some random things that were found in there that are obviously concerning. we need to make sure that we get those out in the safest possible way.
Any indication, I mean, it's probably too early to tell misdemeanor-wise, but neighbors say there were fireworks set off here on a regular basis around this home, all week almost. At least that's what some of them said.
I don't know what kind of history Mr. Grover has, if any, within the city of Aurora. You know, what I can tell you is fireworks are illegal, so if we were to catch him, he would be given a municipal summons, which is a misdemeanor. At this point, again, he is facing a felony charge of possession of explosive device.
Did fireworks start the fire? How did the fire in the basement start?
That part is still under investigation. As soon as we're in there and it's safe, the fire investigators, arson investigators will be able to tell, get a better handle on what exactly caused that fire.
You said that he admitted to having devices, but they discovered something prior to him admitting to having something during the essence of fighting the fire. Is that correct?
That's correct. Aurora fire personnel were inside, obviously fighting this fire. Saw some suspicious things in not only in the basement, which is where the fire was located, but also upstairs. And that's when they went out to talk to Mr. Grover and kind of find out more. And that's when he volunteered information.
You talked a little bit about his motivation. Do you know if you found any evidence that he was threatening anyone or intended to threaten anyone?
At this point, we don't believe that there were any any targets. And, you know, of course, this investigation is ongoing. It is very early in the investigation, so that could change. But at this point, there was nothing early on in this investigation to indicate that there were any named targets or anything like that.
Sergeant, you may have addressed this, but were there legal or illegal firearms which would certainly add to the danger if there were explosive devices? Were there firearms in the home as well they discovered?
I'm going to refrain from answering that particular question at this time. Once our crews are inside, we can identify more of what's inside. I may be able to answer that for you.
How many people live in this house?
Three. It's a family that lives there.
How old is his child?
A teenager. And we've talked to both other people that live there, his wife and his child, and so it's obviously part of the investigation. Nobody else is going to be facing charges, at least at this point.
Male or female teen?
Male.
You know, you plan to update us at a certain time today for some sort of briefing?
Yeah, we'll see how this goes here. If it, we'll give it I don't know how long this will take. I think once the initial entry teams are made, again, these teams are made up of Aurora police officers, our detectives, Aurora fire personnel.
All right, again, this is Cassidy Carlson, a spokesperson for the Aurora Police Department. This situation, if you're just joining us here on 7 News, started as a house fire call, a fire in a basement at a home in Aurora. The biggest cross streets here would probably be Tower in Mississippi. When firefighters got there, they discovered some bomb-making materials. So you heard Cassidy there say that a man in custody now, Michael Grover, on $6,000 bond. He faces a felony charge of possession of explosive materials. The neighborhood still evacuated as they clean that up, making sure it's safe for people to go back in. We'll stay on scene. We'll have the latest here on 7 News and also on the denverchannel.com. We're going to take a quick break and be right back.